It's been a good, let me check that one sec. Yeah, 2 weeks since my last review, I think. And since then, I've only made like a couple short videos with one like 3-minute long one. I've also gained 25 subscribers, which is new. So I mean, I guess that probably means I'm doing something right at least. So if that's said, it's time to review another figure. Well, two, really. Today I'm going to review two figures of one of my favorite Godzilla designs in the entire franchise. With that being said, let's start off with the FYE exclusive. This Godzilla I found at the FYE store is the first Godzilla statue I have in my collection. And with as much detail as there is on this statue, I'm really excited to buy my next one now. This figure all around is nicely painted from the flames to the body to even the eyes. And he comes in a really awesome pose to accompany the amount of detail. The figure itself varies in different shades of orange, from a brighter one to a much more darker one. And that attention to detail even goes to the flames. And all this doesn't stop there, because the best part about this figure is the fact that it glows in the dark. So now we can see even more detail highlighted with the flames. The fire on his body has this very flowy look to it, and is very highly detailed and well sculpted. The coolest part about it is how ominous it makes Godzilla look, especially from this angle here. This is probably the coolest angle of this figure. But now it's size comparison time. Bandai, Super 7, Hasbro, Mezco, Funko, and NECA. I think this figure is pretty cool and it does the source material justice. And it comes with its own charges, so you won't have to go rummaging around for your own. Everything from the way the colors blend on the body to the overall sculpting itself is really good. Give this a 9 out of 10. With that out of the way, it's now time to review the NECA Godzilla. This figure isn't as good as I wish it was, to be honest. I'm not saying that the details are bad or it's lacking something, but more or less the articulation, that and the way the figure's sculpted. For starters, the figure's legs are really weird, and they leave you with these really ugly looking gaps. And of course you could try to turn the leg back a little bit to get rid of the gaps, but it only makes the legs look even weirder. It's almost like they made one leg shorter than the other, which really sucks. Aside from that, there is some good articulation in some parts though. For instance, the head. Despite it being somewhat stiff, you can still move it left, right, up, and down. And the mouth opens and closes as usual. The arms can also do a full 360 all around and can go outward and back inward. The legs also go all the way around and can even bend at the knees. Another part of this figure that I have a little bit of a problem with is the way the tail looks and how it moves around. It's not the worst tail ever, but it has very limited articulation. Plus, the biggest part of the tail is on a bendy wire, which isn't really that good. It's also kind of to an angle, which is like really weird to look at. But I'd say the most redeeming quality about this figure is how if you put a light behind it, it can glow. Size comparison time. At the end of the day, I think this NECA figure is okay, but it definitely could have been better. 5.7 out of 10. Well, there you have it. Two different figures of my favorite Godzilla. Hope you enjoyed this video, and try checking out some of my other videos if you want to do that. With that being said, I'm going to sleep.